And that's past the dream. So, people, my people. Hey, how's it going? Watcher DM. My name is Gabriel. Gabriel Hernandez, or Watcher, to those inclined to call me that. Holy crap, the lighting is so bad. Let her fix the lighting. Let her try to fix the lighting. Okay, that's. I've seen worse. It's not much better. We are in the middle of a heat wave where I live. So, unless, you are living that cold dream right now, you know why I'm a shiny boy. And, I got my fan pointed right at me, so it's almost certainly gonna make the audio a little clipped. But, hooray! We released our third weekly module today, which is a very exciting occasion, and it's called the Druid of Ravenhenge. You should go pick it up on our website, www. Well, actually, there's no www. It's just watcherdm.com. Watcherdm.com. So get out there, check out watcherdm.com. We got a great blog post by one of our authors, Austin Holmes, a good friend of mine. And it outlines our design philosophy, which I think is super good. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it. I think some people are really excited about the kind of content we're creating. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit in my stream. In terms of our content, I'm just going to out and say it. Austin Home writes at like a upper college level reading comprehension. Like, he uses archaic words, he uses, large words, he uses kind of turn of phrase, very fun stuff. It's a super fun read if you are an intellectual or fancy yourself intellectual and enjoy, learning new vocabulary and kind of the out there stuff. But I realize that some of our audience, might not want to grind through college level reading stuff when they're prepping for D&D. And so I am currently working with Austin. Our next module that we release for him is going to include a glossary of terms, so you can easily parse what's happening. And then I think for digital, for the Roll20 boards and stuff, we are going to actually create like a translation area, so you can read the text as provided or get kind of a breakdown of what the thing says. So keep an eye out. Our products will be going live on Roll20 and probably Foundry Hub sooner rather than later, but still not today. So yeah, working on that. Very excited about the Munoz Masquerade, which I have the final draft for, and am currently in the process of doing edits, layout, art, and got very excited to bring Jeremy Adams at jeremyadams.inc on board for the cover art for that module. And then, of course, I've got a couple more modules coming from Scott Jones. These are a little more approachable. I would say they're kind of perfect for a starting DM, somebody who wants to have kind of a linear track, and just have some fun with some players. The Druid module today is a level 1 module. It's very approachable. It's very straightforward. But with Austin's help, we were able to also get in some really fun tables that I think any DM is really going to enjoy. And as always, because of the content of the tables, I've created a page towards the back of the document after the map that has all the tables in one place. So if all you want out of our books is the tables, which I totally get, I think it's an appropriate use of a module, I have provided a shortcut to that in the existing modules. We are also talking about kind of publishing the modules proper as PDFs, but then also creating a virtual, I don't want to say virtual tabletop, like already virtual tabletops. We're going to be making virtual tabletops of the games. But what I want to create is a digital format for modules where the navigation is very straightforward. The current scene is what's on the screen. Your actors are all available to you just as, icons on there, so you can very easily get to the bits that you need to get to make decisions and interact, especially for social and exploration encounters. So that is a process that's in the works. I'm working with a designer friend of mine and product manager who we're basically hashing out what it means to develop Quest Giver, the app that we're working on. Couple of secret weapon features that I'm really hoping will excite people. I'm going to keep those close to the chest right now, but expect to see some more of that very fun jazz coming up soon. And also, I wanted to announce that we are going to be publishing, or attempting to publish, our first and potentially the first commercial Quest module. So unless you're familiar, there's a TTRPG out there called Quest. It is a highly narrative game. It is extremely fun to play. I happen to be lucky enough to know a GM who runs it regularly by the name of Jesse Brown. And I approached Jesse about a month ago asking, hey, you've created a lot of content for this game. What are you doing with it? And we've kind of come around to finding some pretty good middle ground on what we want to create. And so, yeah, we're excited that one of our upcoming modules is actually going to be for the Quest tabletop RPG system. And depending on kind of how that's accepted or seen, or, basically right now the thing is nobody's making modules for Quest. And nobody's selling modules for Quest specifically. I think there's like one module that's out there that's like a module for the game system, and largely Jesse has been converting 5e content from Arcane Library. Big hype. Arcane Library is an amazing resource. They have amazing adventures. I really, really love their stuff. Kind of a aspiration to reach their kind of level of quality and content for sure. But so Jesse Brown is going to write us a completely original module for Quest, for the Quest TTRPG system, which we will deploy and publish. And if people get excited about it, and there turns out that there is a market for Quest modules, then we will continue in that tradition and quite possibly convert some of our existing modules over to Quest, so that they can live in both spaces, right? If you're a Quest player and you're looking for exciting module content that is, bespoke to the game system that you're using and supports the format that you want, that's what we're going to be aiming for. And I think the Quest game actually kind of is one of the early adopters of the digital format, where they've got the kind of nice, big, readable, very easily broken up, scene-driven adventure design. So lots and lots of fun, lots and lots of stuff coming up. That's my 10 minutes for announcements. But so I've got we've got some work to do, and I was thinking I might do the work whilst talking with a good friend of mine, Andrew Ferguson, Dungeon Master of the book, and some other stuff. So we can get into that during the conversation. But let me see if he is open to it. You down to stream it? A check, a mic check. Copy. here. And let me see. So we're in here. I gotta make sure that my audio is on the right. Cool. We're in the correct channel. And great. Things are looking good. All right. Well, let us dive in. Special guest star? Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see. I have not received. I love Fergie because you can be sure that as soon as they message you on Facebook, they have immediately put down their phone and will check it again in 10 to 20 minutes. It's Fergie. This is life. This is how I die now, which is great. It's fantastic. Anyway, so I think when last we left our program, which is kind of where this stream is supposed to be going, so until I hear back from Fergie, I will just steam on ahead. I'm going to bring this down in size a little bit so I can get a terminal. Oh, whoops. Is that? Get bash. That's what I need. A good bash. Just gonna move this little booger over here and maybe crank up the size a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. I need to figure out some way to make it so that when I publish a new module, the cover art for that module goes and replaces everything on all of my things. Like background art from over here and other places. It's just kind of wild. So when last we left our program, what I had achieved is quest giver. Oops. I go into the quest giver app here, and I think I can just yarn app. Seems legit. I don't know if that's actually correct. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's running the Node server and the React script, which is awesome. And then I'm gonna go ahead and we got a little error. What could be wrong? Local compare. Oh, not a function. Not a funkio. And that is in. Right, so this is my. Whoa. Alright, this thing's gonna pump up. So we're gonna look at Actor real quick, because I think this is where it. In my Actor API, maybe. Locale. Compare. Typos, man. What you gonna do? So, okay, looks like that fixed it, which is great. And this is the actor bit here, and then we've got kind of a CR lookup thing. So let's say it's CR12 or whatever. And we can see over on the right all the ordering and reorganizing and stuff that it's done. And yes. Okay, cool. So we should be able to see the response object here in my browser, although you currently can't. So let me close my other tabs. People liking my photo. Love it. Yeah, literally was like rushing to get this thing out the door this morning, the module, so I am still very much in the act finding out how that's going and kind of get some of it in real time, which should be a little exciting. I will announce here in stream if we get any nice milestones. I will say the mailing list was, I think, three times as big maybe as it was on the first module release, so I think that constitutes growth. I don't know if that's like enough growth, but so it looks like at CR12, this is giving us back. Let me pump this up. I'm gonna slap it on top with like a slap chop, and then I'm gonna jiggle and figgle. So this is the UI that I'm working with right now for the add actor, and you can look up these monsters, and then it'll bring up a list of monsters here. So there are 40 monsters at CR12 across all of the documents that I've included. I have not included a bunch of documents just because. Cenobite Offsec has followed. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Cenobite, I love that. I love Cenobites, are amazing. That's the bad guys from Hellraiser, or I guess from some perspective you could call them the protagonists. They were there first, right? And the like murder isn't evil in hell. It's kind of a sweet release. Anyway, so you can see here that we've got these pretty sweet little docs here that have some pretty fantastic bits of data in a consistent format, and this is super critical to understanding. Yeah, that's super cool. So it's super critical to understanding how, at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to create a flexible database for a dungeon master to say, I want a CR12 monster to be named, right? So in this case, this is actually, oh god, this is actually super cool. You should know this, Austin, if you're still in chat. Akiashagal, Demon Lord of Cockroaches, might be your cult's, that might be a good fit for your cult god. Dude, he's a CR12 monster, so it might be a little out of their realm, but if the cultists just worship this guy, you've got a stat block you can use for that worship. And then the most important thing I'm trying to get here is, it looks like they've provided token URLs. And so I want to use that information in the UI here for when we're generating the output. So we're going to try and program the browser in the back, or just hide it altogether. This is all front-end or back-end stuff, so this is my API routing code, and we're going to have to go into source here in components. So there is a create actor bit here. Now this component has the call to get the actors, and then it sets the state. Oh, wait a minute. This is right. This is getting the actors. Do I want to become famous by followers? Oh no. Oh nosy, no. I don't want to have to ban you all for spamming big shit in my chat, and yet I'm going to. Holy good lord. Stop. I need a moderator. I need a fucking moderator. Oh my god. This is so bad. Show moderator actions. That's fine. Manage moderation settings. Sorry to suddenly break, but I think I need to kick some fucking people out. Oh man. Blocked terms and phrases, permitted terms and phrases, it's not really what I need. Chat rules, followers only mode, no. Moderator tools in chat allows your moderators to view chat and ban history for using chat, banned chatters. How do I moderate? How do I moderate my current chat? Oh no. Oh, Romas, help me. Okay. Well, fuck it. This is so weird. I don't want to look at this anymore, and I don't think I have a choice. Nope. Nope. I've broken my shit. I literally have no way back. I cannot. So, okay. Well, fuck it. Whatever. I do not want to become famous. Famous people are hollow inside. I would rather be mildly known for being an idiot at most. So, that is your answer, spammers. Yeah, that's real. Actually, I'm pretty sure spam is a mark of success. Like, I got my first like really angry comment from some entitled white person on fucking Facebook or whatever. Which, don't get me wrong, they were advertised to probably inappropriately. This was not my target audience, and she fucking gave it to me. She was like, "What is this terrible shit?" And fucking angry reacted and commented and all caps. It was a perfect, pristine example of internet malice just embodied in this one Australian woman. And I can't even be mad, dog. I can't be mad. That's like, hey, shit, my first angry comment. Like, that means I'm winning in the internet game, right? It means I'm hitting such a broad audience that some of them fucking hate me. Cool. Totally cool. Elicit a reaction. Let it be a real reaction. Okay. So here's CR change. I'm updating the monsters list here. There isn't really anything here to kind of catch that information. So what I think I'm going to do is right here under create new actor. Actually, sorry. I put it in the wrong spot. So here's the CR change dupe. Dupe is not the word to use for that, but we're going to call it a dupe. And then here I'm going to put like monster cards. And I'm going to say monsters equals monsters. And it's going to blow up. And it's going to blow up because I obviously have not defined the monster cards module, right? It's not a thing. And so if I look closely, I will see monster cards is not defined. Monsters is not defined. What? Quite right. So, to get monsters into this template here, I'm going to const monsters equals this get state. Is it get state or is it just state? I think it's just state. So that's cool. So now I've got my monsters, but it's still, of course, going to complain, or it should complain because monster cards is not defined. So just to start off with, so I don't have to kind of complexify this too much, I'm going to create the monster cards class directly here in the same file, and it is likely that this will change, right? We're going to move this around, but I don't want to move it too early. I just want to have it right here so I can make changes to it without complaining. And really, when we say monster cards, we're also kind of saying monster card, like it's a collection of cards. But I don't think that I'm actually going to properly create like a monster card UI. I think it'll just be like the for loop. So we'll actually say generate monster card is a function that takes a monster. And it returns a div with class. Now I'm not sure what UI framework I'm actually using here, but I'm relatively certain it's like Bootstrap. But I think I can find out. Let me look at app CSS. I see root stuff. See some other stuff. I kind of want to assume that, but assumptions are a good way to look like a fucking idiot. So I'm a dodge all that. And actually look, I think if I look at my package JSON, it may well tell me. I don't see Bootstrap. you hear that? Did I fart or something? Oh god. Alright, less. Less is a CSS framework. So, not like a CSS framework, it's like a CSS language option thing. But I don't think that's the beast we're looking for. Huh. Index CSS? God, there ain't shit in there. This is super fucking sparse, man. I have no idea. I have no idea how this is looking the way it's looking right now. Oh well. I guess, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm loading from app CSS. I could very easily create a CSS file for each module, but we're not gonna because it seems like overkill right now. But I think what I do want is I want a card class. And the card class will, it'll be display block. It will probably be position relative, which we don't really need to know. It will have a border radius of, we'll just go like 1 EM, which, if you don't know, one EM is the size of a character in the current font size. So in most browsers, like, you'll have a 12 pixel font size. So 1 EM is 12 pixels. The reason you use EM is because it's flexible to, if they change the font size of the document, you get bigger shapes and stuff. Looks relative, which is great. We got a new order. We got the new order. 666 from Brendan McKay. Thank you very much, Brendan, for picking up the new module. That's fantastic. And I love that it's order number 666. That's so good. Alright. And just so we're not confused here, that doesn't mean that 666 people have downloaded any modules. It means that 666 people have, like, put something in a cart and then abandoned. Like, there have been only some downloads. I'm not going to get into the numbers right now, but I'll tell you, building an audience for content is fucking hard. No matter how good the content is, apparently it's kind of tragic, but it's a swamped market out there. Very difficult to get seen. Alright, so border radius. I'm going to set a min width here on this. Just put it over there, please. Thank you. I'm going to set a min width of... I feel like I want a number here that's going to work. Well, so under normal constraints, I would say mobile first. We always have to do mobile first. And so mobile first means, like, okay, if I'm on cards, right, then the cards are going to be one kind of screen width, and they're going to stack. So I have a feeling that the screen width minimum is a good place to kind of start. So let's find out what that is. Screen width mobile. So 480 or lower. Okay, so 320 it looks like is kind of that's about the size. So 320 pixels. Now if we think about that in terms of EMs, right, so we're talking 320 divided by 12, which is going to be, so 240 is obviously 20 of 12. And then we need to cover 80. I don't think there's a way to go from 12 to 80, but we can get close. We can get 75 with 5. Or wait a minute, no, 75 is 660. So 6 is 72. 72 is as close as we can get to 80. And that puts us at 312. So, what did we say? The first was 20, 20 plus 6. So we say 26 EM. Seems legit. And then let's go back here and let's grab these prompts. And actually, I don't think I fucking need that, because we're doing everything we want in the constructor. I want this to be a card, and inside the card, well, first I guess just close the stupid tag, right? And then inside the card, we want a image whose source is set to monster.token URL, I think. And for now, I'm just going to leave this as is, and we're going to have to see how it works. Okay, so quest giver is thrown. Oh, right. This does not have a render method, and there's actually a good reason for that, because I didn't put that in the render method, because in this case, I need to get const monsters equals this props, and then return, and we'll put a div here without really anything. We'll sort out the specifics of that later, and then here I'll put in this dot generate. Well, it's actually this dot prompts dot monsters. Or oh, I've already got the monsters there. So monsters dot map. This dot generate monster card. Seems legit. I don't know if it'll work, but it seems legit. Cannot read property map of undefined. Oh, right. So in the case where, let's see here. So it should equal this, or an object where monsters are an empty array. I don't know if that'll work, but gotta find out. Yeah, I don't think I like it very much. Let's see how. Image elements must have an alt property. Just gonna re-roll this just in case. Okay, yeah, so it's still complaining. Cannot read map. So I have a feeling that this is not successfully passing the monster's prop in. And to address that, let me double check. Constructor props. Console.log props. Super. I think that's how that works. So let's reload this and get a output. So monsters undefined, okay. Okie dokie. So the first instance here, the monsters are undefined. So that means that this isn't working. So what I can do is right down here, instead of putting it up at the top where we define it, I can just say or an empty array. And that should almost certainly work. And it does. And I can show you that it does by clicking on this eyeball. So you can see now that the page comes up. And if I set this, it will maybe not. What are you doing? It makes me look like a fool. It's fine. Select. Yeah, I got an empty div here. Pretty interesting. So, I think Um, let's see here. I guess this is on update. There is there's a specific life cycle. React update on props change. So basically, when a parent updates its properties, it tries to pass it in. Update and notify. Let's see here. Two ways of achieving. That's not really what I want. Component did update. Okay, I think this is what I want. So I'm going to put a component did update method here, and it's going to get, I think it gets the previous props. I feel like there's a component should update method or something. I know that I'm totally dating myself, which is weird to say, dating myself by looking at like class-based module crap, but that's also kind of just how fucking life is. Let's do it this way then. Monsters equals next props dot monsters. Seems legit. And yeah, no errors. Reload, no errors. They said there was no errors. What's wrong with you? Oh, this state equals props. Must call superconstructor and derived class before accessing this. Okay, no problem. Cool. And we're in. And I go to 1/8. And it freaks out. Maximum update depth exceeded. This happens when a component repeatedly calls set state. Inside a component will update. A component did update. Limits the number of nets. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. So, what we do to determine this is basically we figure out if the next state monsters, the next props monster is different than uh-oh. Did I go offline? Am I offline? I don't know. But to open notifications. Stream has disconnected 2 minutes ago. Fuck me. Are we back? Are we back? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I did not mean to. Back to Twitch. Why you gotta hurt me, baby? Why you gotta hurt me so bad? Streamlabs, do me dirty. Ouch. Ouch, man. Welcome back, viewer. Sorry for the technical poo-poo.
There it is.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am at a total loss for how to friggin' fix this. Creator dashboard, maybe? I'm on the creator dashboard. I wanna look at my Twitch chat. You know? That's what I wanna see. My Twitch chat. Gooba-dooba-doo. Bit rate. None of that. None of that. Drops. I don't know what that means. Twitch app. Squamch. None of that. My extensions. And then something else. Creator camp. Twitch creator camp. I don't know if you know this, Twitch. I'm barely a creator. I might not even be human. Don't push it. Creator updates. Yeah. I think this is how I die. I think my my OBS is just forever broken now, which is awesome. I will have to use the multi-stream chat, which means I can't reply, which is great. Maybe I'll fix it later. So right now, I am struggling with this issue where the monsters may or may not equal the monsters in the existing. Finally got an answer from Ferguson, by the way. So Fergie will be in for conversations in a minute. They said, assuming they don't get distracted again. But you know, could go either way. No judgment. Not tripping. Ooh, getting nice likes and stuff across the beans. Okay, so solving the problem. So the problem here is I'm gonna have a bunch of monsters, right? And what I kind of need is to just evaluate that the monsters I'm getting are different from the monsters that I've got. So basically we say if next props, actually, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm sorry, const, I'm going to say n monsters equals next props monsters, and my state monsters equals this dot state dot monsters. And I'm actually going to go in and just what we're going to do is we're going to map these and take m dot name, I think is on there. And we're going to join them with a semicolon. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. Whoa. Cortana. That's so funny how much disdain I have for fucking Cortana. Given that, like, I literally got an iPad yesterday and was like, oh, Siri, sweet! And, like, I have a fucking Alexa downstairs and I'm like, hey, computer, turn on my lights and shit. And someone who's so addicted to automation to hate Cortana this much, like, they must have really fucked it up. Or I haven't used it and I have that weird bias thing. Speaking of biases, I was talking with Fergie last night, and we had a really interesting conversation about additive bias, which is something that I had not heretofore been aware of exactly, although I had articulated a philosophy that is resistant to it because I kind of acknowledged that it was a thing. Yo, welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry about the outage. Anyway, the additive bias is the bias that humans have towards adding things to a solution to solve a problem. where lots and lots of problems are solved by taking things away. In fact, there is the philosophy that I espouse is that something does not approach perfection when there's nothing left for you to add, but when there's nothing left that you could possibly subtract. So by paring things away and cutting into a thing's essence and getting at its core, you become closer to the perfect representation of that thing. This is kind of the Platonic ideal notion of the realm of forms kind of stuff. So from a philosophy perspective, very well trod ground, but hard to keep in mind, hard to activate as a human and keep doing, right? Like even here, I'm coding, like I, in some cases cannot take away, but it'd be nice if I could. So if n monsters, does not equal s monsters, so the idea here is that by converting these into strings, and then pressing them together, so I'm condensing, I'm flattening the whole list of names down into a string, then I'm evaluating if they're different. I kind of do the whole evaluation without having to look at the whole list, which is pretty nice. I will be honest. So we're gonna see, okay, it looks like that is working, so I'm gonna turn on module and we're gonna watch this hopefully work together. 8. Okay, it looks like alright, so something happened here. Monster cards. It is not recommended to assign props directly to state because updates to props won't be reflected in the state. It is better to use props directly. Clear as mud, right? Create actor. Alrighty, let's see here. So let's determine a couple of things, because this obviously isn't working. So there's got to be some reason it's not working. And so this is actually what programming looks like a lot of the time, where you're like, man, that should have worked. Why had no work key? This reminds me, actually, I keep getting these bings, and you're going to hear them, and I'm sorry. I don't really know of how I can turn off all sound notifications on my Windows system at once. Right, like right now. So, but that's something I'd like to be able to do, is just, boom, shut it down, and be able to stream in relative peace. So, constructor, it gets fired up. We actually, I think this is true, right? That I don't want that. I kind of want that. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, it didn't complain about the ellipse. So, okay, cool. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting a copy of the props into the state, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to console.log next props, and I'm actually going to get the next state here, because I think this is also supposed to be like a thing, and I'm not sure. But we're going to find out. Okay, so the monsters array was 0 both times, which I find implausible. So what I want to do here is render time. So here we're saying this state equals this state plus monsters.response.monsters. But I'm wondering if... Yeah, I have a feeling that this is not... Yeah, this is res, not res data monsters, right? That makes sense. Ooh, getting those shares, getting those shares. Thank you very much. Ooh! Hold on, shit, you missed it. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna reload this page. I'm gonna pull up the page here for you. I'm gonna show you. Actually, one little tweak here to the code before I do that. I'm gonna make these cards. Well, yeah, I'm gonna make these cards smaller. So I think I want the images to be smaller. So I'm gonna say style equals and just put in some max, or we'll say width is 10 EM, 120 pixels. Seems legit. That should help. We'll see. But you can see the browser. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. Stop pressing mapping. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm an idiot. See, it's always the last thing you do. That's super fun. I need to make this into a object, otherwise stupid thing freaks out. Really? Oh, right. There's no semicolons. There's no semicolons in baseball! Yeah. I fix. 1-8. Cool. So, it looks like we're able to get some token art, which is pretty dope. These little band boys are... So its intrinsic size is 280. This is pretty interesting. So what's happening here is people have submitted different sizes of token art. And so the token art's different for each one. And some of them have no token art at all, it appears. And so I will have to put something in place for those. But ultimately, the idea is that we would actually replace this whole token collection with a user-driven contribution system where you come in, place your tokens, share them with the community, and be able to use the appropriate token here. Let's look real quick at this card object. Yeah, I think the min width is fine, but I think we need a max width. So I'm just gonna do max width of 30 EM. Okay, let's do 26 EM. Oh, whoops. Alright, starting to look more like cards. And then instead of display block, we're going to say display flex. And I think, actually, hold on a sec. I think this goes on its parent. Okay. That's fine. So let's go back in here. And where we create this little monster thing, I think it's here. Let's put a class equals, and we'll call it card holder. It's fine, and then I need to add a card holder CSS class here. Oh. Interesting. Display flex. No, it's just flex. And then I think there's flex direction, and this is columns? Or no, it's a row. It's rows. I think that's how that works. We shall see. Wow. Okay. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. And sorry, I forgot to turn off the browsers. You can see the code. So yeah, display flex, width, or there should be like a max width to this, which is going to be 90% of the page or something. Interesting. I guess that doesn't do anything. Or if it does do something, it doesn't update. Yeah. I don't think it did anything. Oh well. We will fuck with that later. It's not super important to the current needs, which is to add the name of the monster to the document as it's being generated here. So create actor has a monster cards. The monster card so far is just an image. And then next to the image, we're gonna have a div, div, and in here we're gonna put like an H6 or some shit. I really need to figure out how to get Emil working, or Emmett working on here. H6 and monster name. Let's see. Astargola, accursed defiler. Pretty cool. Make flex rows. I don't know. Mastering wrapping of flex items. Here we go. The thing about programming is reading. So we're going to do some of that together. What do you think? Making things wrap. The initial... Okay, so flex wrap is a default value of no wrap. That's, frankly, insensitive to my wrap needs. Flex wrap. Wrap. Oh my god, speaking of rap, Apache Requiem. Check it out. You're welcome. I'm sure everybody's heard it by now, but holy shit, I fucking love that album. Also, we're going to take a quick look at Behind the Wall. This is the creation of What the Elemental Creations. Stormy Withers, my good friend and ally in the 3D space, making all kinds of amazing 3D models for us. So they will be coming to the Watcher DM store soon as STLs available for your downloading pleasure. And I have a potential deal worked out with a friend of mine from Colorado who is willing to do print on demand for these custom 3D models. So very exciting times ahead if you are a 3D tabletop gamer nerd like me. And yeah, that's the news. We've been at this for 20 minutes, which means about 30 minutes total now. Ooh, looky. Starting to get little, starting to not look like total poo. Like a poo. Min width is this, and then I kind of want like there to be a min height as well. And for now, we're just gonna make it 16 abs. And actually I'm going to bring this down to 12. I'm just going to see what happens here. Okay, these are starting to look pretty decent. Let's throw padding, 1 EM. Starting to look okay. Whoa, I dropped for a second. What was that thing? Oh, the monsters? Are you talking about the 3D? Rhinopopotamus. I actually have no idea what this monster is, but I can tell you a little bit about what the theme is. So if you're not familiar, what the hell Elemental Creations? In fact, let's do a little promo. Let's show off the shizzle here. Oh, okay. Their empty website. My bad. If you go to their Patreon, whatthehellementalcreations.com, as a patron, of which they have 14 now, which is awesome. They're doing very well. They have a really nice setup for all their stuff here. Check out this shit. This is a tentacle lightning dashing cheetah that they did and painted. But so this is the July collection, I believe. This is the July release collection. They modeled all these in like less than a month. If you could believe that, it's pretty insane. My absolute favorite is this boy right here. Is like a Triton friggin' pirate. There's just all kinds of swagger and huge belly. And it's like a Haku, like drummer pirate, a Genasi queen, or Gensai. I've heard it pronounced Gensai, which is pretty cool. Basilisk, desert basilisk iguana. Really cool sea monster. Another shark pirate boy over here. Just all kinds of like very fucking cool models, in my opinion. Very cool. Last theme was like the kind of like Islander pirates, right? It was like Hawaiian style pirates. The next theme is supposed to be prehistoric, so it's like prehistoric fantasy. So dinosaurs and prehistoric monsters and stuff like that is the theme. So yeah, this is one of their models. This is another one they finished yesterday, which is kind of like a giant terror chicken with claw fingers, and God, it's so terrifying. But I love watching the process that they go through. This is the initial sketch. And then this is something you should be familiar with. This is a 3D model of the sun gecko. So, yeah, gonna be figuring out how to make that work. Anyway, back to the problem at hand here. So, I want this to be dark background because I'm using a dark kind of look for most of my stuff. So background color, and I'm just going to, you want to stat all of these? You will get 0 complaints from me or Stormy for stat blocking some of the monsters that Stormy has been creating. Stormy's got a very cool imagination. It's really out there. They've got a ton of really cool stuff going on. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it, like, you should support them. Absolutely, I do. I'm kind of their biggest fan. I'm like out there rooting for them. So this is this is me doing that. But also like, so there's a lot of professional 3D modelers out there pushing stuff, and these are people who are trained, been through college, could be working at a AAA game dev studio, maybe are. And are doing 3D models, and they're cool. They're great. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot to choose from, and I would say a lot of them look amazing, but very few of them, I think, approach the level of kind of naturalism that I see in the really broad prehistoric Rhinotaur. Okay, that's what it's called. It is a prehistoric Rhinotaur. Anyway, I really like Stormy's style of naturalist realism that I think. So yes, please come and help us with that thing where you do stat blocks, because that'd be dope. This was a mistake. I should do 255 with a 02. Okay. So we got some cards, we got some cards. I'm going to slap a little bit of margin on them. 20 yen. And I guess we need to go down again. And, ooh, I kind of like that. In fact, let's do, let's see, app CSS. I see. Doesn't really do the thing, but I can say if we have card image here, let's do margin left, negative 2 EM, and margin top, negative 4 EM. I don't know if this is actually going to work. It almost kind of does, but I kind of like that, like, overlapping bit. Like where it's overlapping the top and kind of looks like it's part of the card. Yes, excellent. And then, I guess margin bottom should be like maybe this. Okay. Cool. So these are little actor templates. Which I kind of love them. Let's get a little bit more detail on the UI code. So we got the we got the name. Okay. Awesome. So glad that happened again. Jeez. Canadian internet. Am I fucking right? What the hell? That's some fucking bullshit. Oh well. Okay. So we're back. I hope everybody can... But we will move on. I need to get the... I want to show the armor class and the average hit points. So I'm going to do a little block here in the monster block. So we've got the name, and actually, what the hell was that? Prehistoric Minotaur. Yeah. That's what it's called. It's a prehistoric Minotaur. I thought they said a prehistoric Rhinotaur, because it kind of looks like a Rhinotaur. I don't know what a Rhinotaur is, but damn it, I want one now. Alright, so anyway, back here, I'm actually just going to keep using this A6, or H6 for now, even though it's probably not the right format to use. And what I want is, so, they always put it at the top. So usually you put the size, so size, type, and alignment all in one line. So we'll go, monster.size, space, monster.type, space, and then monster.alignment. And then we'll look here. We'll do 1/8. Oh crap. I'm broken. Objects are not valid as a React child. Oh, what are you talking about, man? Above error occurred. Consider having an error boundary. Oh, wait a minute. Alignment dot join whatever. Objects are not valid. Classic syllogism. Objects are not valid. Programming errors. Actually, I think there was like a meme the other day that my friend sent me that was like, how tell me you're a programmer without telling me you're a programmer. And it was like, very, very used to searching for the term how to kill child without killing parent, or how to kill parent without killing child. I was like, oh my god, yes. We use child and parent so interchangeably in programming, and you know, they have real world meanings. Okay, so a boundary to my tree. Objects are not valid. Wait a minute, am I high or drunk on power? So I've got some monsters here. Let's check them. Monster name, size, and then alignment is definitely an array, which I squanch. I wonder. Let's see what's up here. It's possible for type to have type. God, that's annoying. I have a feeling that these types of formatting issues are going to be super fucking obnoxious. So let's just do this. We'll say const type equals monster.type. And then what I'll do is here I'll say type of monster.type equals string. Just to verify that I'm doing that right. I'm in a console here on my browser, so I can type in type of and then like humanoid, and it will output the actual value that I want to check against, which is lowercase string. Good to know. And then, so if it is of type string, I just want the monster.type. Otherwise, I want the monster.type dot tags dot join with an empty. It sucks, but that's how the monster works. You just gotta fucking deal with it. And then we find out if it actually worked or if it's just that one case. Okay, cool. I have to sound busy, otherwise nobody does anything. So you can just, you know, message me next time. It's fine. Fergie will be a guest in a future date. The second, I think I want to start kind of immediately figuring out some other stuff. Cannot read property join of undefined, and that's almost certainly to do with this tags here. So, let's do const. Actually, I'm gonna fucking remove the tags. I don't know why this is, it doesn't seem like it's that important, and I feel like there's better ways of capturing that data. So, I will work on that later. For now, we're just gonna try this. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. These are garbage tokens. Holy smoke. The Gorling. Such good. Such good. Gripply. And a Gripply Shaman. Yeah. This is pretty neat. Alright. So that's the UI basics for setting that up. And I'm reading all this out of a file. Let's walk through the rest of these levels for the rest of my parsers and just make sure that we are don't hit any more errors, because this is going to be my data set for a little while. So we're going to move through each CR and just make sure that no errors happen. I wonder. Ooh, oops. Hey, it was CR2. It's the one. Join of undefined. So it's possible that we have a monster here in this array. We must have a monster in here of this array that has no alignment. So let's do something similar to what we did here. We'll say const alignment equals type of monster dot alignment equals string. Or actually, how do I best do this? Yeah, actually, if there is a monster dot alignment, then monster dot alignment dot join, else unaligned. This is, yeah, what we'll do is just print it out, what we got here. You're not looking at the, I keep doing that. Oh, have I lost sound? I'm dropping frames like crazy, so that's cool. I think my internet might just be garbage. Well, like today, I think it's just too hot for anybody to give a shit. Which sucks, because I've literally had more viewers on this stream than almost any other stream so far, so thank you so much for joining me. I am going to actually get this last piece done here. Just trying to pack alignment in for our CR2. Oh, actually, I guess I can just do alignment directly here. So the problem was in CR2. Let's see it. Okay. CR2 looks like it's working. And I want to find the one. Find the one that was causing the problem here so I can inspect its datum and figure out how best. Eelhound. That looks so sick. Initiates of the Elder Elementals is a small humanoid. And it doesn't have any alignment. Like no alignment thing. And then the Kappa has alignment data, but it's apparently objects. So I'm actually going to look at this Kappa, if I can find it here, because that's super interesting. Oh my god. It has two different alignments, chaotic evil or chaotic neutral, and they're put in there this way. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like, you can obviously just make it CECN, comma separated. This is what we in the business call over-engineering your solution. Whatever. I don't fucking really care. They probably did this. No, it doesn't really make any sense either. I don't know why they would do this. Also, I don't believe in alignment. I don't like the way alignment works at all. So go take a look at my article on watchyourdm.com to read what I think we should be doing with alignment. And, post your comments. Like, I'd love to hear what you think the central tensions of a game should be. Whether or not you should allow the changing of alignments. Like, Kappa should be lawful evil. That's basically legit. Kappa? Did you... Hold on. Are you saying the Kappa creature should be lawful evil? Because it's chaotic evil or chaotic neutral, I think, according to this. But it's possible that it's that this is wrong. Okay, well let's check the book. Let's do the research. So what book is this from? It's Type Fae. It's from the Creature Codex. Let me grab it. Oh, this is embarrassing. I think my Creature Codex is downstairs. Oh my god, what does that even mean? What is Asian Studies? Do you really have a degree in Asian Studies? Oh, I was wrong. It's right here. Hilarious, dude. Alright. God, I love the elves in this book. There's so many good elves in the Creature Codex. So, Kappa. Yeah. Chaotic evil or chaotic neutral. Fae creatures. Child-sized humanoid that resembles a bizarre cross between a turtle, a lizard, and a monkey. It's a Turtlizmonkey. Turtlizky. It's turkey? Yeah. Anyway. Ooh. The weak spot. Love this book. Wait a minute. But they are bound... Okay, so hold on a sec. So you're saying that they are bound by a code of honor, necessitating them to bow back if you bow to them. If they are fed... Is this... So I know that they did this book, this Creature Codex, based on Asian and Eastern... so you're saying this is the real... Wrote a book called Kappa, and it's hilarious. Wow. And that's the real mythology, the actual core mythology, the core fantasy. Let's see if it says anything about the bowing thing in here. I'm interested now. Kappa. Interesting. So favorite foodstuffs. The Kappa's favorite food is the cucumber. Wise travelers who must cross a bridge over a river inhabited by a Kappa will throw cucumbers carved with their names and those of their companions into the water to assuage the creature's appetite. Yeah, they have little bowls of water on their heads. Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at the image here. Interesting. Farmers have been known to befriend Kappas with regular gifts of cucumbers, melons, eggplants, and the occasional cow. In return, the Kappas may irrigate the farmer's fields, provide fresh fish, or teach the farmer how to set broken bones. Oh, Kappa means cucumber. Interesting. This is so cool. See, you could add. What's cool about this idea for this system is that you could go and make notes on this monster base thing, and it's there. And people who read it will read it and see that, that it's got additional information like notes and stuff. I think you can do that right now in D&D Beyond, but I don't know anybody who does. Like, there's just not. I don't know. And it's not the context. Like, if you're looking through the monsters manual on D&D Beyond, you're probably not like working on building an encounter or a scene, and that's what I want this to be more like. You're trying to establish a scene. What about the Jinmenju? Jinmenju. You know what that is? Is that in your lexicon of Asian studies stuff? Well, I'm not in computer science, if that's what you mean. You're such a dork. Alright, so we got that. Let me get through the rest of this list here. Come on, buddy. So that was CR2. We're going to CR3. CR4. Oops. Sorry. CR5. Cool. CR6. I kind of love how it just like updates all the images. Oh shit, you're not even. God, I keep forgetting to fucking do this. God. Alright. So CR6 here. Going to CR7. See? I love how they all just update. They're just whoop, 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 whoop. No problem. No problemos. CR8. Ahu Nikpa. Cataphract. CR9. No errors yet. CR10. No errors yet. CR11. Yeah. I like how they're all organized by, it's all alphabetical. Should be super easy to filter down and do stuff. CR12. This is so sick. I just love it. Virtuoso Lich. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna check that shit out. 13. Adult Crystal Dragon. Adult White Dragon. Adult Brass Dragon. Interesting. CR14. Like all dragons on this page, it looks like. CR15. A Greater Rakshasa. That's some dope ass shit. CR16. CR17. Yeah, well, it's in the 18 block. But one of them is the Angel of Judgment, so that's pretty cool. I wonder how many of these are from the actual, done like the Monsters Manual. That's got to only be like one of them. Or maybe none of them. Maybe none of these are from the Monsters Manual. I need to make sure that that's being included correctly. Yeah. 20s here, looking pretty good. 21. 22. And 23, which I think is, yeah, so I did 23, you kind of stopped there. I know that there's bigger and more than 23, but I'm gonna do that later. Anyway, so my stream has restarted now for the fuck off time, like it's seriously just being ridiculous. And we've already kind of achieved everything that I kind of set out to achieve today. Um, I am working on a secret weapon that's going to make our tool actually super, super useful for all players and DMs kind of day one. But I'm going to mum the word on that, so just stay posted, keep an eye out for Watcher DM and our soon to be announced product, Quest Giver, which is a web application and hopefully mobile app. We'll see. And yeah, otherwise, go, follow, link, share, comment, doobly-doo, whatever. Like, figure the thing out and make it a thing. Please tell your friends. Like, please tell your dungeon masters. Please tell your players. Like, come check out our shit. There's a lot of really, really fun stuff going on at Watcher DM. It's all free content if you sign up for our mailing list. I only deliver free content, so I'm only going to give you stuff that you can get for free in your email. No spam, no bullshit, no marketing, no asking you for money in emails, none of that. If you do want to support us and you have the means to do so, please feel free to join us on our Patreon. A lot of money goes to our writing staff and our artists, where it should be going, and I'm doing all that right now for the community and for the creative process. Like we're learning how to create these modules and get content out that we think is missing in the community. So yeah, check out our new module, Druid of Ravenhenge, and I can't wait to see you next time.